Hey everybody, it's Jack from Jack Carter Trading. You can get a lot of tips from me at jackcartertrading.com. And in today's video, I'm going to compare two really great option strategies for you. We're going to discover which option strategy makes more money, covered calls or naked puts. I get asked this all the time, so I'm really glad to be able to address this and have you here watching it. I think you're going to love this. So let's get into it. In this video, I will cover a comparison of the returns on two different option strategies. We're going to use the same stock and same expiration. We'll compare the returns of two option strategies, the covered calls compared to naked puts on the same stock during the same time frame. Now, for both strategies, you'll have the most success using stocks in uptrends as the underlying stock. I cannot overemphasize that. If you use either of these strategies on stocks that are not trending higher, you're more than likely to encounter a loss or have to get out of the trade before the loss gets too big. So you have to base this on the underlying stock, and that underlying stock has got to be in an uptrend. So in our example, we're going to use real-time data on Ford Motor Company, ticker symbol F. And what's really cool about this is at the price this is at now, it's easily affordable for anybody pretty much to get in on a position like this. So here's a chart of Ford. And as you can see, we're moving into November 3rd, and the stock is trading at $18. Quite a run from back here at $14. Now at $18. So this is going to be the stock that we're going to use. It's in an uptrend relative to the rest of the market. It's great. It also pays a dividend for those of you that like dividends to add to your strategy stocks that have dividends. So this one has all that going on. Now, next we'll look at the options for put and call options on Ford. What we'll do is a side-by-side comparison so you can see what's going on at the same time. Now, this is an options chain, and these are for the options that expire on December 3rd, 2021. We've got the call options over here. We've got the put options over here, and we've got the strike prices right down the middle. Now, for a covered call, you're going to want to select a strike price that is higher than your purchase price. So if you were to go in and buy Ford right now at $18 a share, you would want to select a strike price that's over 18. The reason is because you're going to have a chance to get called out, have the stock assigned away from you, and make an even bigger profit. So if you choose $18.50 and you buy the stock at 18, you've got a 50-cent profit if you get called out on December 3rd. If you pick 19, you've got $1, $19.50, $1.50, and you can go on and on. These are not all the strike prices. This is just a short example of an options chain. There's many more strike prices for you to pick from. But if you go too far out of the money, too high, the price goes down. You see, this is what you'd get when you sell somewhere in the bid price to the mid price. You'll see that goes down the higher strike price you pick to get called out at. So you want to kind of find a sweet spot in there. And what we're going to do for this comparison is just simply pick a strike price $1 higher than our purchase price. We get called out, we make $1 that way. Plus, when you sell this 19 strike price put here at 49 or 51 cents, that cash hits your account immediately. Okay, so let's take a look at how this plays out. We've got the puts over here on this side, and we'll look at the put side over here in a second. Now let's compare the returns of the covered calls compared to the naked puts on Ford. Right? Let's just go back here, and if we look at this chart, this options chain, we see that the 17 strike price put is about $1 below our $18 purchase price, and for that, if we were to sell it, we'd get somewhere in the neighborhood of 47 to 48 cents. Now, if you just look at the dollar difference on a call versus a put being $1 out of the money, selling a covered call is going to give you more premium. This price is higher than this price, right? So when you sell a put, you want to make sure that that's at a price lower than the market price. You don't need to buy the stock or own the underlying stock when you do a naked put. But you do need to buy the stock in order to sell a covered call. So we've got two different things going on, and the options are priced kind of accordingly. Now, let's move on. Let's compare the returns if you were to do a covered call strategy compared to if you were going to do a naked put strategy on Ford. All right, now first we'll look at the covered call side. Right over here, we're going to pick one that's $1 higher than our purchase price. Again, to do a covered call, we're going to have to first purchase 100 shares or however many shares we want to sell call options against. Each call option is worth 100 shares. So if we were to buy Ford at 18, we would select the 19 strike price call to sell, and we'd go December 3rd. That's going to give you a month out, right? Today's November 3rd. So when you have that month out, that's going to give you a little more price, more premium in the option you sell. If you were to sell one with a closer expiration, you would have a smaller price on it, a smaller price, a smaller bid, because there's less time involved. So time value is built into these a little bit more, and that 40 days out is kind of like a real good sweet spot. So November 3rd, so we're looking now to December 3rd, right? That gives us a month. We sell that 49. We're going to have to buy this stock and then sell the call. You can do that all at once. It's called a buy right. You can do it all on one ticket at Schwab or a lot of other brokerage firms. I don't get anything if you open an account at Schwab. I just use them myself, and I think they're really good. So you can do that as a buy right. And if you were to do that, let's move on. Right, you'd buy 500, let's say Ford at 18. That cost you $9,000. If you bought 100, that only cost you $1,800, or half of that if you did it on margin. But let's just roll with this example where we buy 500 Ford at $18, and that costs us $9,000. Then that allows us to sell 5 Ford covered calls because we're covered. We own the 500 shares. If we have it called away from us, then we already own it in our account. So that's why it's called a covered call. Now we bought the 500. We're going to sell 500 Ford December 19 strike price calls, and we're going to get 51 cents. What that's going to do is give us $255 cash. That's a 2.8% yield. Or if you bought the 500 Ford at 18 and you did it on margin, that would only cost you $4,500, half of the $9,000 on margin. So in that case, your yield would be 5.6%. Now listen, that's pretty good, 2.8% or 5.6%. That's both really good for a 30-day yield. And that $255 cash hits your account immediately. Now, if you get called out at 19 on December 3rd, you're going to make another $500 because you own the stock at 18. You're getting called out at 19. That's $1 on your 500 shares. Now, that's really good, right? Either way, this is a great return, 2.8% or 5.6% on margin. Now, let's look at naked puts, right? Even though that option was lower, there's a funny thing about this that I'm going to explain to you, right? In this case, you don't need to own the underlying stock at all. All right, when you do a naked put, I'll say that again, you do not need to own the underlying stock at all. Now, some people say you need to have all the money in your account. If you get the stock put to you, you need to have all the money in the account ahead of time. So if you get the stock put to you, you have the cash. You have to have the cash to be able to buy the stock if you get it put to you. Now, if you don't want it put to you, you really want to focus on stocks that are trending higher. That way you have less likely probability of having the stock put to you. But anything can and will happen in the stock market. So let's just roll through with this, right? In this case, we're not going to buy the stock. We're just going to straight up sell 5 of the December 3rd, 17 puts. Now, what happens is we've just sold someone the right to put the stock at us at a price of 17 on December 3rd. Now, if Ford is above 17, no one is going to put the stock to us because they can sell it for more in the open market, so they would lose money putting it to us. A lot of people are afraid to sell naked puts because they're like, oh, Jack, what if the guy puts a stock to me? Well, he's not going to put it to you just out of spite. He's only going to put it to you if it makes him money. So, right? Now, if Ford is above 17, he's not going to put it to you. It's at 18 right now when you're doing the trade, so you're not going to get the stock put to you unless it drops below 17. Your break even on this is going to be 17 minus 48. That'd be your break even. So about 1652 on Ford. Now, you got the $9,000 required if you're doing it on cash, right? So that's going to give you $240 cash. And we looked at the covered call, it gave you $255 cash, about 2.8% yield. So the covered call paid out a little more, right? But now when you're looking at this margin, 15.6% compared to the other one was at 5.6%. How can this be 15.6%? Well, I'll tell you how. Because the margin requirement on a naked put, if you're doing it on margin, is only 20% of the underlying stock. That's the big meat of the formula. I have a way to show you how to, that calculator that works on that. But the gist of it is that 20% is the margin requirement for naked puts versus 50% to buy a stock to do a covered call, right? So what happens is when you're looking at this, right, the exact same thing, if you're doing $9,000 cash, $9,000 cash here, that gives you buy the stock at 18, spend 9,000, you sell 5 December 3rd, 19 strike price calls for 51. That gives you 255 cash, 2.8% yield for 30 days. That's a 5.6% yield on margin because you're only putting down 50%. On the naked put, you do not have to buy the underlying stock or anything. You just straight out sell 5 Ford December 13, 17 puts. You get 48. Now we're doing 18 times 5. So if we were doing this on a cash basis, we would have $9,000 required, the exact same amount for the covered call. We'd get 240 cash, 2.6% yield for 30 days, slightly less, $15 less. But if you're doing it on margin where you're only putting 20% down, then you're going to make 15.6% yield. That is really, for one 30-day period, that's crazy. This is why people love to do naked puts on margin. And if you're using stocks that are trending higher, you have a less probability of having the stock put to you, so that puts a lot of the advantage on your side. So the big question is, which one is better? Okay, I get asked this all the time. Jack, now that you've explained it to me, for some of my other students who already know this, they say, which one is better? Well, here's the answer. They are both great. All right. It really depends upon what you want to do with the stock, right? If you want to be able to buy a stock at a discount, right, the naked put strategy can be fantastic. And even if you don't want to buy stocks at a discount, selling naked puts on margin is fantastic. Selling covered calls is also fantastic. The CBOE said that covered calls had less risk than even owning stock. So there's less risk on the covered call side than there is on the naked put side. If you already own a stock, you can simply see if it has options, and you might even be able to sell a covered call against that, right? But they're both great strategies. They have different purposes. They have different goals, but they're both great. Hey, this is Jack. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment and like this channel, and I'll have another great video for you soon.